here we go again with Ned doing the wrong thing and thinking he's doing something great. Let's take a look at what he did. So recently he posted, CT keeps leading on the gun safety. This morning I signed legislation banning the sale and importation of firearms that can be easily converted into automatic machine guns. Tonight I will join the Junior Newton Action Alliance for a rally on National Gun Violence Awareness Day. Ned, you're approaching this all wrong, just like every other Democrat does. Clearly, Democrats, Ned included, are not gun people. And I'm not saying I am, because I'm not. I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun license. I don't go to gun ranges. I don't do any of that. But at least I'm, like, open-minded. Like, if you like guns, cool. You know, I work with a guy who loves guns. He has a huge collection. He likes to go to the range all the time and shoot. He likes to go to tournaments. Always tells me stories about his trophies he's won and stuff. And I like to listen to it. But, you know, these people, Democrats, they need to, like, get some kind of training on like, what would make good gun safety. You know, either A, visit a bunch of the clubs that are in this state. There's a lot of them. Go to any of them. There's, like, a gun club practically in every town. Go visit a bunch of those. Talk to those people, the actual enthusiasts. You know, get in touch with the NRA. See what the NRA has to say. And then, like, come up with an actual solid, good idea on how you can approach things moving forward. And come up with good laws and regulations for gun safety and such. Because this isn't it. All this is doing is punishing law-abiding citizens. Does this affect a criminal at all? Because you say, oh, you can't have a gun that turns into an automatic weapon. No, it doesn't affect a criminal at all. They'll still have one. And not only will they have one, but it'll probably be unlicensed. So they're committing a double crime. Like, they don't care. They're a criminal. And they're the ones that you gotta look out for, too. They're the ones doing the crimes. The people that are law-abiding, obviously they're not out doing crimes. The guy I work with, he has a huge collection of guns because, like, he buys a new gun practically every week. I don't know how he affords this. He's always talking about, oh, this one was $2,500, this one was this much. I'm like, I know this place ain't paying you that much. I have no idea how he affords all these guns. But every week, he seems to be getting something new. He just got 3 guns recently in the past, like, 2 weeks. But anyhow, you know, he's got a massive arsenal, and he's not going to be somebody out doing some crazy nonsense because he follows the laws. When he transports his gun to the range, he has it in a locked case, and it's kept in his vehicle in the proper area wherever that's supposed to be. Obviously he's got the mag not included in the gun. He's got the lock on the gun and all this. He does everything right. So, you know, him and everyone else like him aren't the problem. It's the criminals. Yet, let's go and make this regulation, this restriction, and then act like we're doing something. Let's sit here smiling about it like it's something so great. You're not doing the right thing. What you need to do is come up with severe punishments for the criminals. You need to come up with a way to deter them from doing anything. The people who actually are the problem, make it so that then maybe they think twice before they do something. You know, make it so that way then, I mean, there's also the chance that they could just turn the thing on themselves after they do something heinous. But if they're a little more sensible, maybe they'll think twice about it. You know, come up with plans that are levying real heavy, steep prison sentences on people that do a gun crime. You know, levy real extreme probation sentences after they get out of prison. Tons of restrictions on these people if they do commit a gun crime. Like, that's what you should be focused on, not the law-abiding citizens. And anyways, there's a story underneath this that I wanted to talk about after the fact, because it just kind of goes along with what I'm saying, which it says on the bottom, it says, 2 men murdered a man and shot his wife in the head in his Milford home the day after Lamont ceremoniously signs his Glock ban. Like, case in point, what did that do? What exactly did your stupid Glock ban do? Nothing. What did your automatic weapons ban that you're proposing do? Nothing. Because if you have bad intentions, you're still going to be able to execute those bad intentions. No matter what. Even if you were halfway following the law. Say you didn't have a gun that was a Glock. You didn't have a gun that could be, that wasn't semi-automatic and all that. You still have a gun. It doesn't matter. You know, Connecticut also has like a mag restriction. I think you can only have 10 rounds in a mag or something. Okay. And if you want to do something heinous, you can still do it. These restrictions don't stop anything from happening when it comes to the criminals. Look at this. The story down here was 2 men murdered a man. So that's 2 guys. Even if they had a regulation gun, a non-Glock, non-automatic with only a one clip in it with 10 rounds. Between the two guys, that's 20 rounds. And what does it say? They murdered a man and shot his wife. So that's two people they took out. That means, in theory, each one of those people could have 10 rounds pumped into them. What are all your stupid things doing? Nothing. They aren't preventing anything. They're not making anything better at all. It's only affecting the law-abiding citizens. Like these Democrats and morons like him that think that they're doing something always have it backwards. The only beacon of like a shining light here is this. It says, the firearm industry is suing Connecticut over Lamont's Glock ban, and they're going to win. Chances are, yeah, they probably will win because, he's putting way too many restrictions. We have the Second Amendment, okay? You can't just go and make any stupid regulation that you want to do because you think, oh, this is what needs to be done. That's not how that works. And obviously, there's a lot of gun manufacturers in Connecticut. You have Colt, you have, isn't Smith & Wesson or something here? There's one other one at least. I know of Colt at least. That's in Hartford, I think. And yeah, so you can't go and put restrictions like this when you have these industries here that need to be able to run their business. You're going to affect their business now, coming up with these stupid regulations. So hopefully this does happen. Hopefully they do get sued. Connecticut, or Ned Lamont specifically. I don't want Connecticut sued because that's probably going to affect me somehow. Taxes will go up or something to pay the lawyer fees and all that. But hopefully Ned gets sued for his dumb nonsense. And hopefully the gun lobbies or whatever do win. That would be great. Like, F you, Ned. Haha. You can't just go and do something stupid without doing any research or putting any proper thought into it first, because it's not how things work. But yeah, so hopefully, just like his dumb nonsense recently with how he's trying to put restrictions on ICE and such. Like, that's not how this works, moron. Yeah, like ICE, he thinks he's going to put restrictions on ICE. Like, that's not how that works. ICE is a federal agency. It overrides the state. Like, that would be like trying to put some kind of restriction on the president. Like, that's not how that works, dickhead. He's your boss, too. So, yeah, that's just blowing smoke. Trying to pander to illegals by saying, oh, I put restrictions so ICE can't come in the state and blah, 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 blah. Which, I don't understand these people that are against ICE. Obama used ICE, and Tom Homan won an award thing, whatever it was, Medal of Freedom or something. But now all of a sudden, because Trump wants to use them, oh, it's so racist and terrible. Oh, I can't believe you want to clean up the streets. Oh, all the crime and stuff. Oh, we need to allow that. And also, Ned, like, thanks for putting Connecticut residents last, you moron. Well, this idiot. Good thing I'm hiding him. He's making me even annoyed. But, yeah, like, why would you want to say, oh, we're going to put restrictions up for ICE so they can't come in? Why? Oh, I think it's great that Connecticut would have to pay for illegals to be here and pay for their health care and pay for their, I don't know, hotel room that they're in and pay for this and pay for that. And, oh, maybe, yeah, they can commit crimes and stuff. Be the people that are violating my stupid gun laws that I try to put into place. Like, great thinking, Ned. Let me make this harder on law-abiding citizens so that way then when those illegals come into the state and they commit a gun crime, oh, well, what are you going to do? I didn't want ICE here, and I didn't want to work with the law-abiding people either. Oh, this guy is such a failure. I can't stand him. And it's not even a Democrat versus Republican thing. It's not like I'm like, no, he's not a Republican, so I have a problem with him. No, I have a problem with him because he absolutely sucks. It's just like Biden. I hated Biden as president. It was horrible because he sucked. And I could give you tons of reasons why it sucked. Unlike the Democrats of today who will cry about Trump but have nothing. Oh, he's racist. Really? What has he done that's racist? I got a whole other video I'm thinking about making. I just got to figure out how I want to plan it. But, it basically proves, no, he's not racist. That's just a stupid word they like to use because they don't have any real reason to hate him. At least I have a bunch of channels on this video saying why I can't stand this moron, and I hope he loses his job in November. Anyways, the main point is that I wanted to talk about his stupid gun crap he keeps doing unintelligently, and yeah, hopefully some light at the end of the tunnel with the gun industry suing him, and maybe they'll be able to get all overturned. Now we just need the federal government to sue him to overturn his ICE nonsense, and then we're on a roll. Anyhow, thanks for listening, and have a great day.